want to go fast, there's one thing you need: power. I can show you where to find it. Power like this comes from GM Performance Parts in crate engines, blocks, and heads that fit everything from muscle cars to race cars, hot rods, and classics. And this is power you can trust, because nobody puts their engines through more than GM Performance Parts. It's the only company that puts all of its crate engines through 50 grueling hours of durability and validation testing. That's a lot of quarter miles. And now here's a man who knows something about using and abusing engines, drag racing school owner and championship NHRA driver, Frank Hawley.
Thanks, Warren. Now, this man's abused a race engine or two in his racing career. You know, Warren, we've been using GM Performance Parts crate engines for about 20 years because they're powerful and they last. So that's what you get with every hand-assembled 572 or LS7 crate engine. Reliability you can depend on, and all GM Performance Parts engines are backed by a real 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. Plus, you can buy these engines or get them serviced at any one of 6,000 GM dealers across the country. This is one of our sportsman race cars powered by a 720 horsepower, 572 cubic inch GM Performance Parts crate engine. But before you drive this baby, you're going to have to learn how the controls work. To start it up, you're going to turn on the water pump, you're going to turn on the fuel pump, and hit the starter button. As you pull into the water box, follow the crew chief's instructions so you get lined up for the burnout. Now, when you drive this car, you drive with 2 feet. 1 foot on the gas pedal and 1 foot on the brake pedal. To do the burnout, just lift off the brake pedal and floor the accelerator. Once you've backed up from the burnout, it's important that you get the car lined up very, very straight for the run. As you pull up to the stage lights, this is an important switch. You're going to stop in the stage lights with the foot brake. Press this red button down, it's called the trans brake button, and it will hold the car still on the starting line. Then take your foot off the foot brake and floor the throttle. The car's not going to go anywhere. When the starting lights flash on, let go of the red button and you'll rocket down the racetrack. As you head down the raceway, have a nice light grip on the steering wheel and keep your attention focused down at the finish line. When you get to the finish line, get off the accelerator and apply the brakes. To start the engine up, turn on the cooling system, the fuel pump, and then hit the starter button. Okay, now let's pull in for the burnout. Watch the crew chief's instructions. Floor that throttle. Good, burnout. You got those tires nice and hot. And we have to back up very carefully. Get the car exactly in those burnout tracks as we back up behind the starting line. Now, as you pull forward to stage, it's really important that you get the car lined up perfectly straight down the racetrack. Get your hand ready on the trans brake switch. When the stage lights turn on, set the trans brake button and floor the throttle. Keep your attention down the racetrack. Nice light grip on the steering wheel. Don't overcorrect the car. Here comes the finish line. Off the throttle, on the brakes. Good run. So what did you think of your 9-second, 150-mile-per-hour, quarter-mile run?
Maybe next time you get behind the wheel, you can take on one of us. Hey, you know where to get the power.
So take a look around outside at the display, and you'll find everything from a 290-horsepower small-block Chevy crate engine for under $2,000
to 720 horsepower race-ready big blocks. Plus, GM Performance Parts has the blocks, heads, and camshafts for those who want to build their own engines.
So enjoy the rest of the event. And when you buy your GM Performance Parts power, you come back and see us.
If you can catch us.